So I'm over here at the jungle and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about nail care for your kitties. So if you have a cat and you want to learn how to do their nails, this is going to be a video that you are going to want to watch. Luna, you were being so good a minute ago. What happened? You heard I was going to do your nails? What? You're going to sit still for them, right? No? Thought she was going to start talking to me. Guess not. So nail trimming is a little bit different for our kitties than it is, I'm going to let her go right now, than it is for our dogs. And so a couple of things I want you to know about nail trimming. When I talk about nail trimming for our dogs, I always talk about using the Dremel so that you can shorten their nails, because dogs can be quite sensitive to having their nails done, and you can create a problem where later on in life they have to be sedated for it. Cats are more likely to chew their own nails than dogs are, although dogs can do it. So sometimes your cat may just take care of that themselves. Cats spend a big part of their day grooming, and in part of that grooming, they do their own nails. My personal cat, I never have to trim her nails. She's constantly grooming them. I wouldn't even be able to keep up with how much she grooms her nails. She's always trimming her own nails, so that's great. But you need to be sure that your cat is taking care of their own nails, and if they're not, you absolutely need to, because kitty nails grow round, and so they'll come around. They use it for gripping because they do a lot of climbing, so their nails are designed to do this a lot more than a dog's. And so their nails will come around, and sometimes they can grow inside of their pad. Now that can happen to your dogs as well, but it can happen to your cats, and it's more likely to happen with your kitties. On your dogs, it's usually their dew claw that kind of wraps around and goes in, but with kitties, it can be any one of their nails, and it gets stuck in there and it can get infected. And so cats also have a little dew claw, so you want to make sure that you're getting that dew claw. So it is important for us to make sure that our kitties, if they're not doing it themselves, or you just think that's gross that your cat's doing that themselves, then you're going to want to make sure that either you are safe and secure in doing that, or bringing them somewhere where someone can be safe and secure. I do recommend, if you're doing this at home, to have two people. One person can be a little bit dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and you know I talk a lot about energy, so if you're nervous, don't do your cat's nails. You're going to find out that that's not a good plan. But let's talk a little bit. I wanted to tell you guys some kind of different things about the nails and what cats use them for. So I already discussed how they use it for climbing. That's kind of obvious. But what people don't know about cat nails is two things. One, cats in the wild, and your own cat, when they're going and they're scratching on scratching posts and your furniture, I'm sorry to say, and your furniture, when they're scratching on your furniture, they're actually marking their territory. So in the wild, they'll go up to trees and they'll scratch on trees, and that actually lets other animals know that that is their hunting ground and that is their territory. So they're not trying to destroy your couch. They're trying to make sure that nobody else comes into their area. So you'll see that happen a lot if you get a new cat. You bring in a new animal into the house, or a new husband even, they can do it, where they can, or wife, or partner, or whatever. You'll see that your cat will start to do a lot more scratching. So, but what can you do about that? So one thing that I have found works is you can actually take aluminum foil, super inexpensive, and you can wrap, like if they're doing the arm of your chair, for example, you take the aluminum foil and you just place it over the arm of your chair, and that'll deter your kitty from wanting to do that, because they don't like the sound of it, and it's super inexpensive way. You don't have to leave the aluminum foil there forever. Eventually you can remove the aluminum foil, and then they just kind of, it becomes a deterrent, and you can manipulate aluminum foil any way you want. So that's one good way to do that without ruining your couch. I know there's a lot of sprays on the market and things that you can spray, but sometimes those things, either you don't like the smell of it, or it could actually ruin your furniture, so you might not necessarily want to do that. Okay, so the other thing that people don't always know about cats and their claws is that kitties can scratch you, and they can infect you with something called cat scratch fever, which can be very, very, very I don't know if I want to go so far as deadly. I have to do a little bit more research on that, but you can get something called cat scratch fever. So I want you to be very, very careful when you are working with kitties. This is why a lot of places and groomers don't do cats, because it can be very dangerous to be scratched by a cat. So you want to be careful. There are some gloves you can get online if you want to wear these gloves in order to hold your kitty if you want. I have been scratched by so many cats at this point that I think I'm immune to anything called cat scratch fever, which it sounds sounds funny. I know it used to be a song, but it is an actual thing, and you can also get infected from having cat scratches. So if you're going to do this at home, or you're not sure that you've already been immune, I probably got 50 cat scratches on me as we speak, so I think I'm pretty immune to that. But if you're not, please do stuff to make sure that you're... So Luna's going crazy. I think it's time for Luna to go crazy. So these are special nail clippers. I don't know what she's freaking out about. This is funny. So these are cat nail clippers. So they're not big, thick. The sides of them aren't super thick. And so these are just little tiny nail clippers that I use for kitties. So this is what you're going to want to use. Come here, Luna. Come here, Luna. Come here. Come here. Come see me. Come on. No? Come here, Luna. Come here. Kitty, 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 kitty. What? So this is a little thing I like to use too when I'm doing kitty nails. So come here, sweetheart. So there's lots of techniques for doing nail trimming. I'm not going to say that I know them. Well, actually I am going to say I've heard them and seen them all. And they all will probably work for some cat. So if you see my video and you've watched some other videos and think this person said this and this person said that, I probably have 50 different techniques in my little toolbox for kitties, and I use them always. So if one doesn't work for one kitty, then I have to use another for another kitty, and it goes on and on and on, and thank God I have this toolbox. So I have to use all sorts of little things. So, but one way is you can take something like this and you can wrap your kitty so that the back feet aren't going to get you. Because if you don't have something on there, when they go to jump out of your arms and scratch you, it's gonna hurt. So I put something kind of padded, because cats are not like dogs. They can, do all sorts of stuff. You just want to press on your kitty's nail, and then that's it. Make sure you can see on a cat's nail exactly where the quick is. That's that bloodline in there that we've talked about before that can hurt. So you want to press and press out the nail and clip. Make sure, very sure, that your nail clippers are sharp. If they're not sharp, your kitty's nails are gonna fray. Now, she is mad. You are a mad kitty, huh? It's okay. The other thing to know is that if your kitty's nails fray, and you know that your nail clippers are sharp, then we need to talk about deficiencies in your cat's diet. So just like you and I, our hair and our nails help us to know whether that we are healthy. It's one way, and it's not a guarantee that everything is okay. But if your kitty's nails are fraying, meaning that as soon as you cut them with your super sharp nail clipper, then you have a deficiency and you need to start looking at their diet. And I swear, I can always bring everything back to diet, can't I? Everything, right? Because everything starts with diet. Luna, don't be so mad. She's so angry right now. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. I'm going to do your back feet. Okay? Don't be mad. Same thing with the back feet. You just want to extend out the little nail. You push on the bottom of their pad. You can see where their little nails are. Okay. And that's it. And that's why sometimes you want to use two people, because they're not exactly, she's so crazy right now. And look she went straight over to her little pad. Making sure those nails are still there, Luna. They're still there. Don't worry. You're fine, good girl. All right, guys, and then just make sure after you're done doing your cat's nails that you give them something, some love, some treats, something to let them know that you needed to do that, and they'll trust you. So don't worry about that. I hope this little video has helped you with your kitties, but if you have any more questions or concerns or comments, of course, you can always reach out to me at the spa. You can join us on Millie's House, which is our Facebook Live, it's not live, our Facebook group, where you can reach out and ask all of your questions there. I'm on there with a couple of the admins with me. We have some vet techs, some veterinarians, some herbalists on there, so you can always reach out to us for questions there. But I'm also always available at the spa if you want to talk. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.